So in the following video, we are going to talk about sensor 1 and sensor 2. That's upstream sensor and downstream sensor. When a vehicle has got only one bank, so sensor 1 will be sensor 1 bank 1 and sensor 2 bank 1. That's when the engine has got only 4 cylinders or 3 cylinders, which are in only one bank. Alright, so let us see what we can do about it to test the oxygen sensor and catalytic sensor. That's what I call, that's my personal preference, to call the downstream as a cat sensor, because it is down there for just to measure whether catalytic or catalyst converter is functioning. Therefore, it should have the name of what it does. Good. When you press the gas so hard and release, what you're gonna see in sensor 1 data or graph is that it will raise from 400 millivolt to maximum of 900, something like that. Now actually I didn't draw it to the maximum, but it can go to maximum, and when it reaches maximum, that is more fuel reach, and then it will go down to lean, more air. It will be reduced when the gas is released. It means there will be no much of a fuel, therefore there is much air, so it will go rich to then lean. At the same time, sensor 2, which is right here, this sensor should very much stay between 600 and 700 600 millivolt, or those fluctuations should be so small while you're heating the gas pedal also, or actually when it is idling, the engine is idling, that's what you see. So this test is very important to determine whether the two sensors, the upstream and downstream, is working properly. So that's one thing, and this is very important test to see what's happening inside your engine. But there is one caveat to what I have just said. If the O2 sensor, number 1 or sensor 1, upstream sensor working, that's what it should do. But this one sometimes can work or mimic the excursions or fluctuations of this one, and that could be a good indication that the catalyst converter is not functioning or storing oxygen, and it's sort of like a pass through, because if everything is passing without any burning the fuel residual here, then this will also see more oxygen. The sensor that's right in here, because there is sensor right in here, there is also another sensor right in here. These two sensors, they actually correspond to these two graphs, because sensor 2 is absolutely downstream sensor and sensor 1 is upstream sensor. This side is actually the engine, is that side. You can go say engine. That side is the engine. This is connected to it. So now you know what I just said was that this one should stay pretty much 600 to 900 millivolt and fluctuate slightly into that min and max of 700 to 600. But if it mimics this one, if it does the same fluctuations as this one, so that is the catalyst is not working, as I just said. Thanks for watching. But it can also mimic sensor 1. When it mimics sensor 1, the problem is that the catalyst is not maybe functioning as it should, and it's most likely. But there are other ways to determine whether the catalyst is not functioning properly. One of which is that if these two sensors mimic each other, if this one mimics this one and they do the same, this one is bad. Sometimes this one may stack on 900 millivolt or 450 millivolt. That can be an indication of the sensor itself not functioning. But if it does move similarly as the sensor 1, then probably the catalyst is not functioning and storing oxygen. Because catalyst should store oxygen and then burn all the fuel so that there is less, CO or gases that are unwanted. I don't know what they're called. I'll find out.